box if you don't like how I talk. I'm gonna keep on talking and walk my walk. Ain't changing my tone, ain't changing my song. I was born this way, been loud.
For all being on here, and remember, we are home of the What's up, everybody? How are y'all doing today? Wow, this boom, yeah, I'm going to call you guys the boom squad because you guys are killing it today. Broke a record, 702. We got already over 100 messages. You guys are on fire today. That's because you are home of the boom. Welcome to the podcast, guys. I'm your host, Wojo. It's great to see you all on here, and I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. So, tonight, we got a very special guest, Bob Hartman. Bob Hartman is, well, she's a researcher out in the state of Washington, and she's gonna bring it to you guys tonight. So I'm not going to say too much on that. So, well, you guys are on fire today. So I won't look at the chats, obviously, because you guys are like going 100 miles per hour. And so is my mind, because I can't wait to bring her on. But before we do that, I'm going to bring in my kick-ass partner, my co-host, and the best producer on the show. Love you, Sam. I'm going to bring out Richie Banter B. Where is the Banter B?
It's the Banter. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the home of the boom, man. I have been working hard, and I mean hard. Like I drive my car in the Harvard yard. I heard you say that. You said, hey, Bob. Dude,
Bob.
we have a guest named Barb in Massachusetts. We can't do that. That's like, what is going on with you? No, she's awesome, man. Awesome. And I've been going through her stuff, and I had to transfer stuff over, and Sam helped me today transfer from like a certain file that won't play into a file that will play. Things that this, caveman doesn't understand, but boom, got it, loaded it up, tested it over and over, made sure everything was good. I even shortened up the opening because we have a lot to get to. We can go to everybody on the side, but your numbers are flying tonight, kid. Good job. Here we go. What I would do, we're just gonna go.
Yeah, because it's going so fast right now.
I didn't know if I keep up with it, man. Look at these. You guys are crazy. It's got to be the Bob, because nobody really likes us. You know what I mean?
No one likes us. Just the Bob.
It's just the Bob. We'll call it the Bob factor.
Yeah, it's the Bob factor.
Hey, if you're new out there, like and subscribe to Bigfoot Banter with Richie B. Sam from Sam's Pretty Paranormal. Make sure you hang out with us on the network. And we will be going live again this week, Thursday. We have two gifting sites. Two active gifting sites, Wojo. Two!
Yeah, two.
See, my plan, I was saying, is actually 4. Because I want to follow them around. If we have active ones, then we know where they're going.
Follow the trail.
Anyways, don't tell anybody that, because they'll copy us. Stop.
Yep. I know.
You know how those gatekeepers think.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah. The comments are insane. I mean, insane, dude.
Must
be because Tim Vogel's out there counting for everybody.
fingers.
I don't know what he's gonna do now. He's all out of fingers and toes. The guy's screwed.
Well, he still has his ponytail, so that's another.
He's gonna go. Hey, Eric, can I borrow your fingers and toes? I gotta make it to 20. All right, check it out. Enough about us.
Real quick, thank you for all for being here on Banter with Richie B Podcast. Go ahead, Rich. Boom.
Yeah, it's weird because I don't see my top comment. They removed it. Anyways, Gary is our first one. Hello, Gary. Hello. And then Mike Gray. Keep up with me, Wojo. Say hi.
Yep. Hey, guys.
Gene.
Mike Gray.
Gene, the Legend of Maine, Tewksbury.
Wonder Woman.
Sunday nights at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Ghost Cats and Cryptids. Hanging out with Gene Tewksbury. Great show the other night with the actual Vogel brothers. 3 legends and 1 screen. And then when I came on, there was 3 legends and that guy.
3 legends and a half.
Speaking of legends, Ernie Davio's here. What's up, Ernie?
Hey, Ernie.
Hey, forget about it. BDA. Bada.
The Bada.
The Bada. Pamela is here. Hello.
Hey, Pam. Thank you.
Pamela. And like I said, Tim Vogel. General Tidbits is here. We have to make a promo for that event, Cryptid Fest.
I know. We were talking about lasagna, too.
Framingham, Massachusetts. Be there. I might have a whole crew coming down there, Carlozzi.
I'm actually building up a crew from work.
Yeah, that's cool, too.
Yeah. People are interested, man.
Yeah, we're going to be running deep, man. Because I know the boys are coming, so.
Yep.
From the north, the northeast, and the west. And I might even have heard the Vogels might be coming down.
Who?
Yeah, them guys. Oh, that's Levon. Yep. Pennsylvania Cryptid Research Team.
Hey, Levon. Thank you.
The actual best producer, executive producer in the whole world, Miss Sam from Sam's Pretty Paranormal. All the videos that you see Sam creates and makes, you can reach out to her if you need something for your podcast, your entertainment, weddings, anything at all. She can say someone puts a video together at your wedding. She can make it look like professional from a distance even. You know what I mean? Just boom. Just upload it to her and she can edit it out for you and make it mwah. Mwah. Manja.
The code word for her is cornbread mofo.
Yep, cornbread. Well, as Gene called her Wonder Woman today, and I called her Wonder Bread. So, pardon me, I'm a little fired up. I actually took a power nap, 45-minute power nap, dude.
So did I.
I don't ever do that, dude. I got all curled up in the blankies, and I was like, I was out.
I'm like, we got Bob coming, so we get our energy up.
I had to, man. She had some business. I had my head spinning. Curious Cryptids.
Double C. Great to see you.
Sonny, thank you for purchasing from the merchandise store. She sent me a picture of them, and I love them.
Sonny's awesome. Thank you.
I got to be careful what I say because my lovely Jessica likes to take my quotes and put them on shirts. And that one will say, when I said, let's get weird in the woods. And boom, it ended up on her shirt.
Yeah.
Denny says, Wojo, hello, everyone. But like what am I, chopped liver?
Danny-O.
Danny-O.
Baby.
Yeah, I would wear mine. It wouldn't fit over my big paw. How'd you get that on?
Oh, dude, it's stretched. Believe me. Look, you couldn't really find any move. The thing is like.
I know. Who knew that 2 dudes would be out researching Bigfoot with big lobster claws? We both have Gigantopithecus hands. No pun intended. Because there's no pun there because it wasn't that, all right? I was on it for 7 days. Stop. 7 days. Let's see. Previously Possessed is here. Maya Fire is here.
Maya Fire.
Yep. Miss Jessie B is creeping.
Hey, girl. Hey. Miss Jessie B.
Oh. Moon at Noon.
Mooney at Noonie. Thank you for being here.
That sounded weird.
Yeah,
Kurt.
I'm a weird guy.
Kurt W.
Secret Squirrel. Great to see you, brother.
It's Kurt W. 1,000 points of light.
Kurt W.
Not gonna do it, George. Barbara said don't do it. Sorry about that. My meds are way gone. Michigan Cryptid.
Michigan.
This is the part where the guest sits in the back and goes, "Oh God, what am I doing? Maybe my internet went out."
You got that windstorm stuff.
We're doing good. We're scrolling right through. If I do miss you, I apologize. It's as usual Wojo's fault.
Well, I could have speeded right through for you. But...
Really? Oh, you want to produce your own show now?
Nah, I can help.
I mean, Jose is here. It says what? I don't know if it's what's app or what's up. He spelled app, but I don't know what he meant. Bigfoot World Cryptid Researches. Hey, what's happening?
What's happening? Great to see you on here. Welcome to the family.
Joe Random. What's up, Joe Random?
Hey, Joe. Jumping Joe. Don't know him,
Joe.
but hey.
It's a Gianni.
Hey, grazie. Ciao bella.
Mike Gray.
Mike Gray.
Mr. Mike. Yeah. Every time I get out in the woods and I see something weird, Mike Gray likes to throw up the alien emoji.
Mm-hmm.
Makes you want to run out of the woods. William Nighthawk. Hello, my friend.
Not say, dear Mr. Nighthawk. Great to see you, my friend.
JT.
JT, many blessings, brother.
Many blessings. J.A. Schneider. Whoa.
Ooh.
As a matter of fact, by the way, we are worldwide on Dark Realm TV, every Roku television, every Amazon Fire Stick, all over the world. Dark Realm TV.
It lives.
That's right. Make sure you check it out. Grab that app on your TV, $4.99 a month, and you can see all kinds of good stuff on there.
How much again?
$4.99.
$4.99. Who said $4.99?
All right, I think I'm doing good. Mooncat Ops.
Mooncat.
Yep.
What's up, Mooncat?
This is where I just yell random name. Is he all right out there? What's a nap, right? What is a nap? I don't know, dude. I got 83 kids. Cornbread says, I love it. I'll be all the breads you want me to be. Oh, God.
About gingerbread.
Happy birthday to her son, Brady, who's 15 today. Brady Hunley, if you're out there listening, my man, we interviewed Mr. Brady. He was in one of the films that Sam made. Happy birthday, young man.
Happy birthday, little brother.
I just had one turn 15 too. Ruby-doo. That's just how they talk.
Named him after Tom Brady.
Of course she did. Susan Ahern, Happy Medium is here. Of course she named him after Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback ever.
Greatest quarterback ever.
You wouldn't name him after. She didn't name him after like a Pittsburgh or Kansas City or whatever she's jumping to.
Brady Bunch.
I don't even know anymore. All right, we're gonna get ourselves in trouble. Wilson David, hey, how are you? Paranormal Haunting is in the house.
All right,
Paranormal Haunting, excellent. All right, wow, excellent crowd. We got D Hoot,
D in the hoot. Don't pollute.
We call that the dizzle and the hizzle.
That's right. She's in the hizzy. The Texas hizzy.
All right, let me see. I think we got everybody, unless someone else came in. Miss Jessie B's out there. Hi, everybody. Joe Hawkshaw. What's up, Joe? Welcome to the show.
I'll say, my friend, thank you for being here.
Did Richie just sound English? It must have been when I pronounced. Oh, she's right there. Hi, Miss Jessie B. Thank God I own a very nice couch.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's everybody. All right, we did it. Woohoo! All right, let's get going. I'm going to do it for you. Bob, you're coming out. You ready, Bob?
Does she have her makeup on? She ready?
Any last minute touch-ups? Anything you got to get out? All right. Let's go. And the show is all yours, Mr. Wojo.
All right. Well, let's welcome Ms. Barb Hartman.
There she is.
Hey guys, thanks so much for having me. It's so much fun. Like I told you guys before the show, it's so much fun talking to you guys because I love the accents. I'm from the East Coast originally, and gosh, this makes me just miss because people out in the West Coast are great, but there's a little bit of a difference. They don't get my directness. They don't get my busting. So and like Richie, you're like I don't know. What do you want to say? Like spirit twin, whatever, because you're me unmedicated.
Yeah,
No.
meds are overrated.
No.
Oh, yeah, ADHD is real and the struggle is real.
Yes, I love it. Embrace it.
Yep.
Yes, definitely.
Everybody saying hello to Bob. There you go.
And I wanted to say, yeah, I heard some, some great names from my podcasting days. They would always be in the chat, and I'm so happy to see them. My two friends, Levon and Kathy, are here. Ernie Davio, good friend of mine, and William Nighthawk. Yeah, I'm sorry if I missed anybody, but anyway.
Oh, so you'll be able to catch up to them. They're all going to stick around to hear you. Don't worry about that.
I think the way you said their names, they're blushing. They're like, oh. Ernie Davio. Ernie's like, well, thank you for being on here, and it's been a long time. I'm sorry about the cancellation due to that.
No problem.
Beautiful storm that we had. And so tell us a little bit about yourself and how did everything start with you with the cryptid world?
Yeah, like I've always been very interested in the subject of what I used to refer to as, Bigfoot. My dad showed me the Patterson-Gimlin film when I was a little girl, and we watched the Legend of Boggy Creek and all the all the documentaries and stuff. And he told me once that he said he saw a hairy wild hairy man when he was up in Canada fishing for salmon. I don't know, like my dad was had such a sarcastic personality that I don't know if he was busting me. And I really wish I knew now because of what I'm experiencing. I'd love to know if he actually did, or was he just telling me that, but anyway, so but I'd never actually heard anything like that. Didn't quite know if they were real. When we moved out to Washington State, because I'm born and raised in Pennsylvania, like I said, northeastern Pennsylvania. We've lived around the nation with our jobs. When we moved out to Washington State in 2012, one of the things, my son said, "Hey, Mom, do you know that you're moving into the county that has the biggest amount of Sasquatch sightings, like historically?" And I'm like, "Whoa, that's really cool." But, not thinking that they would eventually literally be in my backyard, alongside of me, living around me. So in 2017, we bought our house that we're living in, and that is it's on the Puget Sound. And in 2018, my husband found 18-inch footprints under the deck of our house. Our house sits on a steep lot, so it's built out over, and so underneath there is a dry area that has just like kind of sandy dirt, gravelly, and he is much more of a skeptic than I was always, has been, but he's walked by these big prints and they're also, not only are they big, that's the indentation, and he said finally, like, I got to just tell Barb this. And so shows me, and I'm like squealing, like, oh my gosh, this is bizarre. Then he showed me that down on our beach, because we have like a very rocky shore on the Puget Sound, there were these big boulders that were kind of like completely turned over. Now you need heavy equipment to do that. So I thought maybe they were just passing through. Our house sat vacant. The house that we bought had sat vacant for years. And I thought maybe they're just like, oh, what's going on? So from 2018 up until 2022, I can't really say I didn't really have any signs or anything, but that's when it really like jumped into gear. My son and his wife got married in our backyard, and that was in March of 2022. And we cleaned up everything. Everything was, just perfect as it could be, and about a week after their wedding, I look out and this one whole like hillside is dug up. And this is just overnight. Like, what the heck? We have a perimeter of cameras, but the cameras don't extend that far out. And so I just didn't know. One of the things that was torn up and like just broken is kinnick, or I believe they call them like bearberries. And these huge roots were pulled out and just busted. And I mean, we've damaged, like the trimmers, the electrical trimmers and stuff, trying to cut through these things. So, yeah, I thought that was, that's weird. If it would have been anything that I think big enough, I'm not sure what would be big enough, like a bear, maybe, I don't know. I'm sure we would have caught it on our camera because of how the perimeter of cameras is and the way that our lot, the way that our property is situated. You can't get onto the property without breaching that perimeter. And then, but really nothing after that, like I said, until September, we woke up to this big tree that was like a tree break, twist and a break in an area of the woods that are right alongside our house that we had just cleaned out. It was like fire season, we're kind of worried about that. So we cleaned all the extra junk out and stuff. And I guess they didn't, I don't know if they didn't like it. They've never been aggressive, but we get this big tree, break about 15 feet, I'd say, up. And it was also twisted. We didn't have any, there was no weather, nothing like that. But still, this is not, this isn't certainly not enough to say, oh yeah, I've got a Sasquatch, living, or Bigfoot in my yard. But then about a week after the tree break, there was another tree that was bent, and now it's forming a big X. And when we go out to take a look at it, we realize that whatever pinned that second tree under had to have lifted that first tree up in order for it to sit under, and be secured. All right, So I started really thinking that, and friends of mine that were, they're Bigfoot researchers, because I for probably the past 10 years have followed, well, maybe more now, but have followed like pages and, and I was an admin in one for a while. So you start to get to know people, So I was showing them my pictures and everything. And they're like, you need to really get out there and start to document this. So I went out into an area that is near my home that I frequently hike. I just love it there. And it's private property, but I have permission to be on it. But I've also seen some pretty cool, I guess you'd say, wood structures on there. One, my son and my son-in-law and I found it. It looks like somebody made an igloo with sticks. Yeah, it's wild. My son crawled into it and said that it looked like there was a hole dug down in. And I'm like, get out of it. I didn't know what, we didn't know what it was. I'm like, oh my God, get out of there, And he's like, yeah, it smells weird in your mom too. I don't want to be in here. So I don't know, there again, what could that be? Who knows? There's also in this same area, there's some what could be bushcrafting because it's like, so it sits steep. And there's two trees that are like, okay, let me see how can I do it. And then there's stuff piled on top of them, and they're hooked to these two standing trees. My sons crawled down there to see because it's down a ravine, and they're both like, okay, this is really, if somebody's doing bushcrafting down here, it's really unsafe because right behind that, literally right behind it, is this huge, like high, like maybe 100-foot drop to the Puget Sound, to the beach, the rocky beach. Right. So I'm like, oh my God, get out. I didn't want them to go down, to these places, but they're like, we're going to check it out. So that's another thing. And I had talked to the manager of the property that I have, this permission. And I said, do you think, is there anybody doing bushcrafting or anything? And he's like, well, there better not be. So, let me know if you see anybody. So I don't know. But right after the tree break, the X was made, and it appeared like they were building a blind out of it as they started to fill in that X. So I decided I'm going to go out into that area and I'm going to just, really start to like walk around, try to take notice of things. And my good friend, Mike Scott said, well, whatever you do, like you can take your camera, but don't have your camera running. Do not be filming. Don't take pictures, because if so, you're not going to get any evidence. And I was like, okay. So what I heard was that there was a potential of me seeing one or hearing one And I was like, I'm not ready for that. So I had my phone running with me. Yeah, go ahead.
Just a few. All right. So first of all right, let's just back it up a little bit. How much land? Dio's got a question. How much land's around your place? And she saw some cool stuff on your site today. And her favorite,
Oh,
the Bigfoot under your house.
we
How much
have
land do you have behind that?
we have about an acre, but around us on 3 sides is deep, 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 like acreage of woods, that are just continuous. So that's, yeah. So that's.
And would
And-
you say? Would you say the hut was made out of more sticks, or did it have kind of like, foliage, leaf?
No, it was definitely predominantly sticks, and then there was foliage stuck in. Like we first found it in the winter, and then so it was really stood out. I don't know if I would have noticed it if it was because of where it's tucked in during.
Did it look like that? Did it look like that shape at all right there?
Wait, let me see.
It's coming up.
Yeah. Yes. It was more. How tall is that?
Well, I would say it's about 6-7 feet tall, but this is a whole complex. There was 3 of them, and then there was another one that was like 12 feet tall.
Yeah.
And what you described that stuck out to me. This is the one we found. This in North Central Mass was the stuff that was pushed over the top of it as if to hold it in place. Did you notice any of the trees were still alive?
No, not at the time, because when we first saw it, it was in the winter.
Right, so you wouldn't know.
First time. And then when I went back, in the spring, and I saw it, and because I would many times go by this not quite knowing what it was, it gradually, there were things stuck in it, like branches of fresh boughs, ferns. There's a lot of ferns in the Pacific, in Washington State. All that kind of stuff was, so it got more and more and more like protected, I guess you'd say. Now, it's funny that you say that, though, because that you said about the other stuff with them, because the day that I first, I'm getting ahead. Let me just finish this part, and then I'll tell you what else I saw. So this day I go out, and I was wearing my phone around my neck in one of like the plastic lanyard, that you can, and I just had it going, and I thought I'm just going to do record. And I wasn't really I wasn't thinking about it. I was in there for about an hour. One of the things that I did notice is behind this wood igloo, like you guys are, saying, were these big, almost like grass structures that I had not seen. I didn't get close enough to them because of where they are to actually, like check them out too much. I really wish that I would have, but it was like at the time when I got to the area where I was about ready to check them out, like I could see them kind of from a distance as I'm coming around. And so you come around, and then, like say here would be that wood igloo, and then behind them, just as I got about 15 foot from that wood igloo, I was grunted at, and it was and I mean, it was not anything that I, had ever heard, like, because you get that like feeling in your like chest almost, I always say, like, if you're at a parade and like the sirens go by, it's that feeling, that
The anxiety, the pressure squeezing your chest.
No, not anxiety. It's more like a concussive feeling that that you feel that sound wave or something. I don't, hitting you, and it's not painful or anything. You just feel it. And that's what I heard with this grunt. And I thought, okay, I have no idea what that is, but I really need to get out of here. It wasn't an aggressive grunt, but I don't know, but it was definitely the and deep, very deep. And so I backed up, and then I turned around, and then I became like extremely dizzy. Like I almost didn't know what was happening. And I thought, oh my gosh, what is happening to me? Like, and like, am I having like I don't know, like I've never had panic attacks. It wasn't, I was thinking, is this like, am I having a stroke? Am I having a heart attack? Like what's happening to me? Because I was so like out of it. And it, and of course, my heart's pounding. I'm terrified now. But I keep walking, and then I kind of like snapped out of it. There was probably maybe 30 seconds, I'd say, that I was under this, like whatever that was, snap out of it. And then it stopped. Then I'm thinking completely clear. And I realized I'm not walking even like toward my home. I'm walking kind of in the opposite direction. I'm walking straight for this like deep ravine that's between my house and this where I'm at. And I'm like, oh, whoa, like, what am I doing? Like, what the heck am I doing? And I'm like, get a hold of myself. So then I correct my course, and it comes over me again, this feeling. And I was really scared that, like, am I going to faint? What am I going to do? But I could see this outbuilding that we have we call it, like, we refer to the carport. So I saw the roof of the carport, and I thought, I'm just going to keep my eyes on that and just Barb, you just have to make it to that, because that is right at the edge of the property. And if I fall in the driveway, my family will at least find me. I mean, I told them where I was. And so, I was quite confident they probably, but anyway, that was just the weirdest thing still to this day. So once I made it to literally, guys, the property line, that feeling like left, it was completely gone. And
so Bob, this is all in the restricted area, okay?
Yeah.
Because Damien's got a good question. Damien from Scotland, he says, do you feel that lockdown at the time helped the Sasquatch to disperse out their restriction areas with the lack of human contact around?
Could be.
It
could be.
I guess what I'm saying is because you were just also told by a neighbor, right? Is that Scott's your neighbor or just a friend? Or do people know that there are Sasquatches around? I mean, just to give you that heads up.
Yes, not my close neighbors. I don't have that many close neighbors. I really don't. We have an older couple that live next to us. They had no idea, and they're kind of freaked out, hearing my audio and so they believe now, but they're kind of freaked out. I don't want to say anything to anybody else in that, because I don't know. I don't feel comfortable. If they would ask me, I would be truthful, but now there are neighbors that are, would be on this same like peninsula that I live on, that, yeah, they have this stuff going on too. Yep. So,
just want real quick, Midwest Night Watches. Great to see you on here. Bryce Edwards, my boy, how you doing? Great to see you on here.
Great.
We're here with Bob Hartman. And you're by yourself, walking in the woods. Do you take your husband and kids, with you, or you just do your own researching?
Then I typically am by myself. It's within walking distance. They always know where I'm at, but we don't have a lot of big predators. We have, we'll have an occasional bear, but they're just the black bears. They don't, they'll just run from you. They don't bother you if you don't bother them, Yep.
Same with those.
A very occasional cougar, but they're also gonna most likely, they're going to run from you if they even see you. And I have weapons, but I don't typically carry them. I feel like it's not necessary. I'd be more afraid of like the human weirdos out there, but, this particular property, I know that it's safe. So, and particularly now, I'm definitely not armed. And when my husband goes with me, now this is out on the Olympic Peninsula, I say you can't bring anything with you, because but that's jumping way ahead of my story. So.
Oh, wow. No, I think it's awesome. William Nighthawk mentions that you have a lot of other things going on around your property. We do as well. I think we can identify a lot with each other.
Yes.
In our areas. And interesting question from the Winsted Wildman research.
Yeah.
Bob,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever recorded, and I like this question because I was a paranormal investigator for a lot of years, but Bob, have you ever recorded a grunt sound that you didn't audibly detect at the time?
Not a grunt, but
Mhm.
a howl, a yell.
Mm-hmm.
Now that has happened. That's only happened to me out here on the Olympic Peninsula. I mean, I did not hear these things, but it is so clear in my video, the audio. I have no idea why. But now one thing that is interesting about like back home, so most of my viewing of them and my listening is through this set of security cameras, home security cameras that we have. And I'll hear something, with my ears that's outside. When you go to the camera, it sounds different. For instance, there was, I think I was laying in bed one night, like reading or whatever, and it wasn't very late. And I hear this, like, it sounded like a man, going like, whoo, 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 out. And I'm like, what? And it was too, like, it's like, this is too close. This is wild that I can hear this. And then I'm like, is somebody like pranking me? Is my the neighbor that I was saying, our next door neighbors, are they like somebody pranking me? I turn on the camera and it sounds like owls. And yeah, and actually, did you say Midwest? Yeah, night watchers. I think if it's Jane and Gerald, I sent it to them right away, and she's like, Barb, I hear like whoops. And that was a long, drawn out night that I got a couple, like a good long time of the whoops, and you could hear them like going away. But initially I thought, oh, that might just be an owl, but it's wild.
It is wild.
Yeah.
It's funny because it's like you're telling my story here because it's right in your backyard and you're hearing these noises and you're like, what the hell's that? And,
yeah.
I didn't have all the camera and stuff set up either, but like you do yourself, you know what I mean? So now the camera that you have, because I'm about to start playing that stuff. Because I know everybody's going to be fired up for it.
Okay.
What is the system that you have just so we can eliminate or add to it in any way?
It's going to depend on what piece of evidence.
I believe it's the back deck area where they go underneath.
Yeah. Okay. That is a Arlo, just an Arlo home security camera.
Mm-hmm.
We set up this perimeter of home security cameras for the obvious reasons. Because I said, like, in order for somebody to get on our property, they're going to have to, get through this. But how I started using it as a research tool, and the way I've started, I started collecting audio, was that in December of 2022, overnight, I was getting like movement notifications.
Yep.
I'd have like 20, 25 and nothing was there. So I'm like, that's odd. So then I thought, and it kept happening. So then I started to, when I get one of those, immediately I would turn it on. I try to listen. And that's when I started hearing, like, I would say, like, kind of gorilla sounds, it sounded like.
Mm-hmm.
Then I found out after way too long that I could actually record those. And so that's how I began. I don't, if it's too loud of a night, and this is a shame because I know I'm missing a lot of good audio. If it's too loud, like as far as the water's too loud, or it's windy, or it's like raining, it's really, you might as well forget about it, even though I do, and you get good stuff, but it's too hard to pass on to people. I'm not a sound expert. I'm just a mom, grandma, whatever. I don't know anything about sound. But another thing, so I'll from like maybe like midnight to 4:30, sometimes 5:30 in the morning, I'll take increments and I'll just go and I'll start to record. Just turn on the camera and you have to immediately hit that record button and then just go. Now I have, hundreds of hours of nothing, nothing. Like, okay, that was, hours and nights of missed sleep, that whatever. But for the times that I get it are frequent enough that I just can't stop,
Yes.
I just want to say quick hello to Skitter and Sergeant Bun Bun. and Bounty Bear. Great to see you all on here.
Could you say that again? That was awesome.
Skitter, Sergeant Bun Bun, and Bounty Bear.
Sounds like you're at a furry convention.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Skitter, we got Sergeant Bun Bun, and we got Bounty Bear.
Hey, I'll take some bun buns and a bounty bear to go. Thank you, Skitter. Wow, that's awesome. I love it. I love it.
You want to play one?
Yeah,
clip?
it's your show, man. It's whatever you want to do. You're the boss. I'm just a producer.
Yeah, Rich, let's go for it, bro.
No. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry, boss.
Mr. Banter B, can you do that for me?
Yes. One thing I want to say though, Wojo and I have done exactly that. Wojo wears his phone to record things, and there's stuff on there that we were like, "What the hell was that?" When did that, or there's stuff on there that he hears and I don't, and vice versa, and we're 10 feet from each other.
Yeah.
That stuff's just weird, man.
Yep.
Even in weather though, if they're close enough.
Yeah.
You got small knocks or
Yeah.
you still catch it.
And that infrasound you're talking about, we were in the best way I can. I've been zapped twice, and it was brutal. But we were in a circle of, I believe, 5 or 6 of us in the middle of the path, and we would kind of just talk, and we stop sometimes and just try to make them curious. And all of a sudden, you hear this boom, go right through the whole crowd, and then everybody turns center circle and goes, "Did you hear that?" And then all of a sudden, everybody started going, "I felt that. I felt that." You could feel that reverberate right through your chest cavity.
Yep.
It was wild, and that's that infrasound that animals have. A giraffe has it. That's one of the most profound ones that I always get a kick out of. When a giraffe has, that's its weaponry, is an infrasound.
Yeah.
Besides swinging his neck around, and we've all been there. Don't laugh, Bob.
No, it's true.
Yeah, it is. So we're gonna check out some footage from your back deck to start things. We got some cool audio as well. Really, really cool stuff. And some things to me sound familiar. Everybody on the side, I would like you to get on your earbuds, get on your headphones, just for the effect. You don't need them for these. Trust me, they're very loud. But I like. I don't know if you noticed. I like everything loud. I'm just a loud.
Yeah, I do too. As far as this kind of stuff, right? Oh, I love it.
Yeah, you're my ADD sister.
Yes.
I'm sitting there watching myself. I'm like, oh boy. Is that what everybody sees? She's like,
I know. Yes, I told you.
But you get so
I'm cringing over here.
You get so fired up though too when you know you're having an experience and you're telling people, you're like,
I know, my heart is starting to pound. It's like, oh,
did you hear that? Yeah.
It's ridiculous. They're over in the bush going, oh yeah, we got another one.
Yeah.
This one's got that thing. Okay.
That's probably why they like
all the way from Australia. Great to see you, brother.
Oh yeah, that's probably why they like to mess with me so much, because I'm,
Benno.
Like a weirdly entertaining weirdo.
High energy. Love it.
High energy. Energy goes a long way, girl. I'm telling you.
All right, let's check it out. I'm going to work my way over to the Barb Hartman. And her last name's Hartman. I mean,
I know,
really?
right?
Really, Bob? Really?
Hartman. Hey, Hartman.
You come to the show with a bunch of R's in your name. Bob Hartman. Not even it's just 2 R's, but they're the most important letter in your names.
So my maiden name is Horn, so say that.
I can say Horn.
But Barb Horn is kind of like a
Bob
tongue
Horn.
twister.
Yeah, Bob Horn's Bob Horn's a little different. We could say Hornwell here because we're from Boston. Everyone's like, you and your horn. You know what I mean? Road rage has trained us.
And by the way, who we're talking about, those are the women. They're out there.
Wow. Yeah, my girl's the craziest. You don't want that Portuguese Irish girl. You don't want her driving. Oh boy, she gets it going. She's like, she's like, that guy was breathing in his car while driving. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. Don't you breathe again? How dare you? Right there, buddy. Right, Miss Jessie B.
JJ says Bob is warm, emphatic person. Not anymore. She's with us now, pal.
We got the Bob effect. All right,
Hey,
here we go. I'm gonna go-
22422 Bob porn.
Yeah, that's it. So a lot of these I had to convert from it's called MOV over to MP4,
Yeah.
all that stuff. So there's no particular order and all that, but I don't think there's got to be. I think that they're very self-explanatory. They're amazing. So here you go. Here you go, everybody. Without any further ado, Barb's back porch. If it comes up. So then it goes over to the side, and now I got to pull it. That's a new thing Restream's doing, by the way. Here we go. I like to play him twice. So where do you suspect this is coming from?
I think I think it is even. Well, it's the woods are right along there, so we're looking at like the tree line of deep woods, the wood line, into the deep woods. Top left is where, right above there is where that first tree break was, the 15-foot, break twist. Now, however, they could also be under these decks. There's definitely room. So I'm not sure. But I want to say that is the main one in that was who I call the cooing Bigfoot. And if you notice, there's another male. You can hear his, that like I can't do it, like that chuff or that huffing, they kind of do in their throat. And then he's also doing that. He almost sounds like a horse. And he's the one, the clan elder. Oh my gosh, I love him so much. I've never seen either one of these on that I know of. Now it's interesting with the cooing one. She about a year ago started to make herself known to my husband, who has never heard anything, with his, live. And he was up by one of the outbuildings, and he heard this noise, and he's like, oh my gosh, I got to get Barb. So he came in and yelled for me, but I was in the shower. So he's like, all right, grab his phone, go up, and he's going to record it, because this noise had been going on for he said, well over like half an hour. And of course, turns on his phone and it stops, and then it didn't do it again.
Yep.
So a couple times. And then he was telling me, please, let's go through your stuff. And the cooing one, she's the one that, and she just did it a couple weeks ago. She was, first of all, she's like right up at the edge of the property. And then so he runs up, and then the next thing you know, she's like across the road and deeper into the woods. So
interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I'm getting a request to play that one again, and she's got a lot of amazing stuff, but I will do that just for Sam, because that's Sam's.
Just real quick, Rich.
No, sorry.
One vocal that when she said it sounds like a horse. Sounds like he's taking in the air.
Yeah.
It's like it's a little bit of a sucking of the air, but
it sounds familiar, is what you're saying.
Just controls.
You'll hear him later. Yeah, he's in some other ones that I sent too. So yeah.
Interesting. Skitter says, look up, click a tat, ape cat. What the? Yeah,
clickety cat, ape cat.
Clickety
I did hear
tat.
a click at the beginning though.
Is that a rhythm, like a clickety tat, ape cat?
think it's a cryptid, isn't it? Isn't it supposedly a cryptid, a click-a-tat, ape-cat? I don't know.
Yeah, I got enough on my freaking plate.
I know.
What's wrong with you? Now I got to be up till 3 a.m. trying to spell that. Good Lord. What's happening? Oh, sorry. Was that out loud? Sorry, guys. Sorry.
That is, gosh, you're me.
Yeah, right? But
Yes.
all the research is on the side. Skinner just made them all up till 3 a.m. Thank you, buddy. We should have a show on Wednesday with you on it so you can listen to us. That's what you get. All right. Anyways, yes, clickety-tat. Here we go. This is for you, Sam, and then we got to move on because there's some amazing footage. Sorry about that. I had a rock star. Oh, right there.
Yep.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, see, that's what I like, because the recordings we have, we should let Bob hear a little bit too before she goes.
Yeah.
In the back room. Some of it we're just kind of going through it and trying to
I get it.
figure out a proper way to present it, but it's been a little while and people are probably going to get impatient with us. But I love, like, when you listen to the secondary sounds, you can start to draw a picture, and not only that, you can get into the mind of a Jane Goodall type, right? You could sit there and research their habits, right? And maybe, listen to it. Oh, like I've listened to mine over and over again. I'm like, yeah, that one's communicating with the other one. He's mad at that one. Oh, wait, Mama stepped in. You know what I mean? And you can really kind of get a dynamic.
Definitely.
Once you get that dynamic, you could throw that whole stupid "we need a body" crap away,
right?
And be like, we could study them in other ways safely and comfortably the way they want to. And these are some of the ways you can do it, And I think this stuff is very important for the research. So, thank you for bringing it.
Of course.
Yo, Denny, I saw you earlier, but I just wanted to say hi again. You're welcome, Sam. Now go to bed.
Rich, at the very beginning, though, you hear like a click, but then you hear a.
No, it's a tap.
Like you
yes.
It sounds like the stuff near our recorder.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys were talking about that on one of the shows recently.
Yeah.
JJ. Yeah. It's that like that. It's like they almost because I'll hear conversations between two of them, and it's like I call them like whisper talk. You're not hearing, but it's like like the underneath, and then the that's constant. Yeah, I totally identified with that when you guys were talking about that.
That weird tap too that happens on the game camera.
Yeah.
And there's nothing on the game camera, but you hear that perfect tap, and you're like,
yes.
What are they doing? Just messing with you.
Now I'll tell you, with mine, I really, really feel blessed that they are, they're allowing me to record this stuff, and not only that, to like share it. They will let me know if they're there quickly. If I turn on the camera and I have to listen, up to 3 minutes. If there's none of that, like that they're throwing something at the camera, they've never damaged the cameras. So man, talk about like a good aim, and I'll hear that something hit the camera and I know, okay, they're there. Now that's not saying that they're going to leave it, they're going to make any noise, but I know that they're there. So that's cool. But if I don't hear that, a lot of times I just shut the camera off because I know they're not there. Don't waste my time.
Right. William Nighthawk wants to know, how often do you sit out on the deck at night? They are so trying to get her to talk to them. And do you talk to them? Because I talk to them.
Oh yeah, I do. I talk to them. It's
interesting, JT.
It's very, the times that I've stood out on the deck, I have not heard anything except what sounds like, I think, the juveniles, like the little kids. I'll hear them because, and I got this really cool stuff about maybe 2 months ago. I went outside. Our dog was like acting very scared because I think they love to mess with him. The juveniles, Sasquatch love to mess with him. Now, whether it's infrasound, I don't know what they're doing. We're not hearing anything, but so I go outside and I hear what sounds like, like a playground almost, but it's 11 o'clock at night. It's 38 degrees outside and it's in the woods, which is pitch black. Like, who's going to let their playground of kids be playing out there?
Yeah, they're not.
Yeah. Then they started kind of interacting with me and they were down in the water and splashing in the water. And I was like, good, do that again. And that's all, it's all on my YouTube channel. But but this is a new thing with the kids. But, yeah. So when I'm out there, it's always been quiet. I don't know. Yeah.
No, it's interesting because a lot of it is very similar, and a lot of the clicking, everybody's talking about the different languages. And then when I studied it, because of what we heard on our recorder, a lot of it was from the Salish, people of the Midwest and indigenous people of the Midwest, and
that makes sense.
Yeah, and they talked about, I believe the last one died off, and the language officially went extinct, I believe it was 1958, when the last indigenous gentleman passed on. But they would use the tongue on the back of the teeth, and they would slap it off the teeth. And and some of the clicking we hear is that rapid. It's not just like the other day we were out over by the world's best knocking tree. We have names for everything. And there were these 3 perfect echo-like hollow clicks. Very deliberate, very just like that. And I went, oh my God, and I have not heard them that clear since my backyard years ago. And I was I was just like you, like, you know what I mean? Like, I was so excited that they did that because it brought me right back home when it all started. Yeah. And so I say they, so whatever, I'm 100% on that. You know what I mean? But yeah, interesting conversation on the side I wanted to share with you guys. We got to get to some more of this amazing stuff that you have. I don't want everybody to miss out. I'm not worried about the clock if you're not. Wojo.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. So, because I could talk Bigfoot for days.
Oh, me too.
Oh my God. Forever. Yeah. All right. So what I'm going to do is, well, maybe we'll mix one. Well, that one there is pretty wild. I might leave that one for last. And you know which one I'm talking about. That one is wild. All right, here we go. Someday. Oh, I thank you. Thank you, Restream. Where'd it go? What? It's got to make me pause it and then. Are we serious? Really? You can't just. What do you think I'm going to do with it when it gets here? Huh? Just leave it sitting there like a picture when it's a video Restream? What do you think's going to happen? Oh, look at guys. Oh, there's the date, everybody. Enjoy.
The date and the time.
What are we doing?
Come on, guys. You don't love that like great piece of evidence I have right there?
Yeah, we got the date in the deck.
Yeah.
Oh, and the time, sir. Like technology has just gone stupid on us. Oh, all right, I'm back. All right, sorry. You guys still here? Okay, good. All right, here we go. Without any further bitching and whining. Push play, Richard. What was that? Hang on. I'm gonna step back. Right there. Do you hear that human tone in that?
Yes. Yeah. That's the same one as in the one that we, when I first came on and you were playing. That's the same one. That I call that Sasquatch Kurt because he sounds like Kurt Cobain. He has that when he has the call.
All right. No more West Coast for you. No more West Coast for you. Get back over here. You're done.
Sorry, I do like West Coast.
Get over here. You what is she's not wrong, actually.
No, it's like and actually now this one, let me tell you this because this is a really cool, quick story about this. I am laying in bed, listen to this, and I was like, oh my God, is that a human? Like that, because we live on the Puget Sound, is that a human that got, boat capsized, whatever, and needs help? and they're yelling, hey. So, but I could also hear that my daughter and her husband, they live with us, and I heard that they were still watching TV outside. So I really wasn't even concerned about recording, because I hate when the TV interferes, you know. So I went out and I said, hey, what do you got? Could you stop? What are you guys watching? And it was some comedy thing. I said, okay, was there anybody yelling, hey? And they're like, no. And I said, okay, stop. And then we got him, they're listening live with me. And my son-in-law's like, holy crap, that maybe there's somebody in the backyard. So when I was done, he went and he did get his gun, because we were literally thinking this was a human. We turned on all the lights. He checked everything out and there was nothing. But I mean, because it sounds, because this thing gets closer and closer, but I'm sure now that it's the same. It's the same. Sasquatch Kurt.
Sasquatch Kurt W.
Yeah, we have with Sasquatch. His name is Kurt W.
Yep, W. All right, I'm going to stop right back at that point, and we'll let it play out. And the beautiful part about this is it's connected to that other sound. Mm-hmm. So it's almost like an exhale of it or something, you know, or they're trying to do that sound and then they, you know what I mean? Like they got a cold or something, but you can hear that. And we have that as well, where they go up this really high pitch, and that's something, you know, like it releases it. And that's kind of what grabbed my ear. But here we go again, guys. Hang on, I got to push play 5 times. I'll be right with you. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, that's wild, man. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, so I hear a lot of human tones in that. And it sounds like a reoccurring type sound. You know, with that, you know, that sounded a little bit different than the other one, but the other little sounded the same.
Yeah.
Again, you're hearing this perhaps, you know, estimated obviously, because you're not standing with them, but you're hearing that more so from beyond the backyard into that tree line type area there.
I get most of the great audio from this camera, which is like the side view that points toward the woods. And so I'm not sure. I really get no audio from the bottom, or I haven't anyway for a couple years. I used to get it out at our up at our carport, like the driveway, but I don't know. I've been getting weird stuff up there, but I feel like the camera could also be either they're messing with it or the camera's just going, and I'm going to need to get a new one because there's like a lot of squealing. However, JJ Messenger, if he's still in here from Winston Wildman, he was able to help me decipher some of that it's actually like it's vocals. You know, it's so sped up that it sounds like it's just squealing. So I don't know.
If you put it in an app and slow it down.
I do. Yes.
Yeah. So I've done that, and I actually hear whistling. So you won't hear it at all. You'll hear like the clicking and the, you know, that type of stuff. And then when you slow it down,
Yeah.
Click,
Yes.
click, and you're like, where did the whistle come from? You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Yeah.
Wild. It's just crazy,
Yeah.
man.
It really is. It really is.
It's just crazy. Has
It sounds
Bob
like
seen
a
anywhere
little bit of a
like
mixture of Japanese the samurai chatter. Like
Mhm.
it's like it's sounding human, but you hear like like a little
Yes.
muffling at the end.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
he's
it
kind
also-
of
Especially
still
this
talking, but there's
one.
rumbling.
This Kurt, it's like he's almost sounding human,
Yeah.
but not. Like, especially in the one that you're going to play later where he's yelling. And
Yeah.
at first I thought he was saying like, Joanne, Joanne. And then I slowed it down. It's like, no, that's not what he's saying. It's not English. Whatever he's saying is not English. Whether it's actual words, I don't know, but it's definitely not what I thought I was hearing.
Yeah, no, I think it's incredible. It reminds me of the recording we had where we go, huh, blap, blap.
Yeah.
The linguist was talking about kind of, to compare them to something that we humans can understand, right? Is a deaf person trying to vocalize.
Yes.
If that helps.
Yes.
I think
That is exactly
It's a
how I used it.
mispronunciation.
Yeah.
Exactly. I literally have exactly referred to it that way. Two people that are deaf having a conversation and they don't realize that they're making noises. But those of us, that can hear, we're hearing that. And that is exactly what this whisper talk is. And I don't know how to talk about that without I don't want to offend anybody, but that's exactly what it sounds like.
Yeah, no, and it's a comparison and all, but yeah, it's a good. I mean, he's a professional, and so that's what they say.
No, that is exactly what it sounds like. I completely agree with that.
Yeah.
I said that. Yep.
I think it's pretty cool.
And the cool confirmation, Bob, excuse me, is that me and Richie were doing a speakership out. It's called the Colorado Critter Fest with our friend the Vogel brothers out in Western Mass, and Richie was, Richie was doing the podcasting at the time, and I was, showing people our evidence and what have you. And I met this couple, and they say that they hear them all the time. I go, really? What do they sound like? And I go out. We have like a recording, and we go, oh, and then Richie goes, blah blah, and they just both looked at each other like this. They go, is there something wrong? Did I say something wrong? They go, that is exactly what they do every night. I looked at Richie. I grabbed my phone. I played the recording. They said that's exactly what we hear. I was like, Eureka!
Yeah.
Now, do you guys think that they're hearing the same ones that you're hearing, or you think that's just like the thing in that area? What do you guys think about that?
It's a little ways away. It's a ways away. So I go with the area. I go. There's a lot of geographical stuff that goes on, and it goes all the way back to the indigenous people of this land. And geographics can do all kinds of things. It can change your skin tone. It can change the way you talk. It could give you an accent, right? You can do all these things. So why would they be any different? You know what I mean? Why would they be any different?
Yeah.
They're not a Gigantopithecus where they all do the same thing, or a blue jay or a robin, or things that are just mass produced the same way. This is not the case. And we know that because of people's sightings and experiences and sharing and not being a gatekeeper and being respectful to your fellow researchers and researching respectfully. All these things bring us to where we are today, along with you and everybody on the side. And that can help us, right? Because you're bringing up stuff. Yeah, it sounds a little bit different, but so don't I, right? Right? We just laughed about that at the beginning of the show, right? So it could sound a little bit different, but we could still hear the same technique being tried. Right. It just comes out differently. So, and I think someone said not too long ago, study your local indigenous people's languages. The Wampanoags are here, and out there you got a lot of Salish and a few other things from Canada.
Yeah, we do. We have several tribes out here. Yeah,
right. Yeah, so you want to maybe go through what you're hearing and maybe look up, you can go to Google and let it play for you in different words and things, or even put it in an app and see if it picks up on what it's saying. Because it could be a local indigenous tribe's language that it's saying, you know what I mean? So it's very interesting stuff. I could do this for days. That. It's so great. Or even years, Bob.
Yeah, me too.
My home is a host to an entity. Whoa! Root vegetable coming in hot. Laughs when I'm in the shower and it's making me insecure.
Ew.
About his privates. Oh, good. Well, then you maybe will want to talk to your parents about that one. Yeah. Yeah. That could just be an Irish thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I call it the Irish curse. But anyways,
yeah.
prayers to to Dave and Melissa Lester, their son. So just want to say prayers for this son.
Yep, no doubt. Prayers to you, Melissa, David, and your son. And William, thank you for letting us know that. So prayers from the whole Banter, the Richie B family. We have a lot of prayer warriors here, and we get results. So you're going to be all right, brother. Let's see. What is the range listed on the microphone? That's a good point. Yeah. Do we know what the range is on that microphone?
No, I don't.
No. Okay.
No, I could try to find it.
No.
Not that technical.
Don't do that. Damien, be quiet. No, I'm just kidding. We love you, brother. All right, here we go. We're going to go on to the next one here. I saw a documentary where they're military men that spoke Bigfoot language and communicated. Interesting. That is my vlog, Sonny.
Oh, yeah. Sonny's good. Hi, Sonny.
She's amazing. Oh, my God.
She is.
What a gift.
Yes, she is.
Appeared out of nowhere, an angel from the sky. Just amazing.
Man, she has some, I'll tell you what, she has some amazing things happening to her. You guys have, whoa.
Oh, yeah. Well, and the beautiful part is she's all over the place, so she sees everything else. Yeah. She sees everybody's stuff. It's amazing. Yeah. Thank you, Sonny. Always. I don't. Locations are not. If you're not sharing, what's up, Tubin? If you're not sharing a location, man, that's different than gatekeeping.
That's different.
Because that's
Don't come to my location. We'll have a problem. I don't care what anybody says.
It
ain't your land. Yeah, well, you're the one sleeping. It's mine now.
Ben Tubin, great to see you on it. MS from Canada. The Sasquatch from Canada is in the house. Great to see you.
That's right. Yeah, a lot of good faces here tonight. Perfect for your story, Bob. Here we go. We're gonna take another look at Bob's back deck.
Okay.
I'll just press play 3 times. We're good. Here we go. Bob's back deck. What was that? All right, wait a minute.
This is the one.
It just started playing on its own, Bob. You know,
they can't wait for you to hear this one.
I'm out of. Yeah. All right, you ready? All right. This is the one. Good. You want to set it up?
This is the one that I said I was talking to Jane and Gerald the night literally right after I recorded this and sent it to them. And Gerald was like, "Wait, is that what do they call it? Like a sky rod or a whatever? Is that what they're called? The sky rod things?"
Oh yeah, the flying little.
He's really he's into that. And he said, "Oh wait, there's one of those too." But this is the one where Jane said, "I don't hear an owl. I hear like a woot," and then I go back and listen to it, and I'm like, yeah, sure enough, it does sound like that.
All right. And away we go. Oh, I like that. Yeah, it's not an owl.
And there's this slow down of this sky rod thingy. I don't know what it is. And it looks like it flies right into the house.
It does. It looks like it flies right into your house.
I don't.
Oh, my. You have a fly rod in your house, a sky rod, or whatever that thing is. What's up, Crypto Warbird? Whatever. Coffee.
That's it.
I love that. All right, is there wind or something? It doesn't look windy at all, and I heard something like pelting off your microphone before this, and I was still confused by that. But I'm hearing a rumbling in the background that could be tone. Just everybody help me out with this, okay? I'm going to start it over. It's something, something in the background, like it's just like maybe a hum. I don't know, but I'm picking it up, and I just want to know if it's electrical, guys. I'm not saying this is what it is. I'm asking for your help. Pay attention. Very important. I speak fast, I know. Here we go. I love that. Not a fae. I don't think it's a fae. I mean, maybe it's a fae.
I don't know.
Went in your house to get somebody.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, you can see wings on it, MS. Yeah. It's just interesting. It's a great shot. I'll give you that. That's pretty cool. Like there. Ooh, where'd it go? Why?
Yeah.
Watch. Like sniffing and moving right there.
Oh.
You hear it?
Yeah, that's part of the audio, you know, of something, of one of them. Yeah.
Right there. Another one.
Mm-hmm.
Is Bigfoot peeing?
I'm hearing
Maybe.
like I'm
Maybe.
hearing something.
Is Bigfoot peeing? I'm hearing like it's not raining, right?
No.
Do you not hear water? I hear a pee stream. Sorry, not to be disrespectful.
I don't know. I don't know. Could be. I don't know.
I don't know if it's a gust of wind either. I'm hearing a couple of different things. I'm telling you, that beautiful sound is amazing.
Yeah.
But the stuff in the background is really grabbing me because I like to try to understand what they're doing, right? Draw a picture of what they're doing. So one's here, one's over here. They're looking at your house, and they're doing whatever, right? So you try to figure out what it is that they're doing.
I wonder if the one that's
what's it sound like, MS? I mean, don't just say it doesn't sound like a Sasquatch. Sorry, give me an idea. Give me something that you've heard in the wilderness that sounds like. Tim Vogel, wilderness expert. Is that anything you've heard in the wilderness? And they were saying an owl. I'm just up in the ante a little bit, so that's on me, man. But MS, tell me, if you guys have something like that to say, throw something out there so we can all critically think together.
I don't mind it at all. I can't say for sure.
It's a mystery, man. It's a mystery. So yeah. So all right. So question mark. All right. So, yeah. So we don't know, but we also don't know what the Sasquatch on the West Coast sound like from the East Coast or down south in the Skunk Ape or up in the Alberta or over in Alaska. We have no idea. And we were just talking about that. I parked my car in the Harvard Yard. You know what I mean? You go over to Rhode Island and they love coffee. It's just the way it is. Yep. You know what I mean? So to specifically point out what something sounds like a Sasquatch and what doesn't, and no disrespect to you, my man, you're helping the research, and I value that. But I think it's important that if we're going to say that in that way, that we add something. I don't know what that is, but it doesn't sound like the Sasquatch I've heard. That's a little bit different. So let's try to figure this out together. I don't know what that is either. Sounds like, all right. So Tim, so it's not a known wilderness animal. If you don't know Tim Vogel and Eric Vogel, they're literally wilderness experts. They've had a wilderness guide. You can email them. It says, wilderness guide at Gmail. I mean, that makes it official, don't it? So he's seen animals. Trust me, he's the one who told me that I was holding porcupine poop in my hand. Yeah, I thought it was. I thought it was a nugget of some. I'm like, hey, should I eat this? You know what I mean?
At the very beginning, you don't hear nothing. It's just that it's like your mouth is open, but you're like there's something like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You're like.
Yes, exactly. Like the.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, he likes to make
that's
that.
And that's very common. And that's common.
I don't know. I mean,
he just loves making that sound. Don't fall for that, Bob.
No, but that is absolutely true. That is what I hear. I've heard so many times.
Not the Bigfoot Bob.
Hey, do that. Hey, do the. Hey,
she fell for it.
Yeah, do the time when the honey was being drank, and we have that on recording. Do that. He loves doing this. I'm like, oh God. Remember the honey?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, there it is. So every time he tells a story, when we had this recorded, we still have it. He would go, yeah, it was like, oh yeah, and then do the imitation of the glass bottle tapping at the bottom of the honey. Go ahead.
Oh, the tapping sound.
I'm like, really, dude? Why do you gotta do it?
But that's the visual. That's how I visualize.
No, MS. I'm sorry, MS. I didn't take that as
Richie's
just.
looking at me with his mouth like, oh my god, like he's watching. I go, Rich, it sounds like he's got the bottle in his mouth.
Hi, Rachel.
Like, 'cause you can hear that sound. He's like, what's he
Yeah.
doing? I go, I bet he's got that whole bottle in his mouth. And he goes, what is that tapping
There
sound?
it goes.
I feel like it's that nail tapping on the back end to get that last
Get
drop.
it out.
And
That's
it's
right.
very
Get the rest
easy
of it.
here.
Yeah, you can hear it. We got to find those and send them to. I have them in the files, but those
That's
ones we
cool.
don't have on top.
Settle down, honey boo boo.
Yeah, no,
Mr. Nighthawk.
Tim Vogel. Yeah, even some chattering. That's what I was hearing extra stuff. What? Why is there a dog in my studio? I don't even own a dog. I own a cat. Wait, that's a dog, hon? Oh, I didn't know that. What is that? And we only. It's stupid. It's useless. It just wakes you up so you can fight. Tim's saying he's hearing some chatter. And MS, please, yeah, no, yeah, we're gonna hear it again, brother. No doubt. No, I'm not taking it as disrespect. I'm just saying,
I'm not either. I'm not either.
MS is. We have great critical thinkers on our side. We are so gifted.
You have to be
gifted, man.
Mm-hmm.
We are because we're just what are we? Little people. I'm in a basement. You know what I mean? It's like I'm nothing big. We're nothing big. We just love what we do. It's like a homegrown, organic audience. And I just love them all. So no disrespect back to you, MS. Nope. And that's not the way I was taking it. I was making a point, I think, throughout all of Bigfoot world, all of the research when we were researching. It's a great observation where you say, that's not a Sasquatch, but let's draw something else up there. Let's throw, I've never heard it before because that's important. Because if we're all truly researching, then we are BOTG. We are boots on the ground. We hear things, we see things other people don't. In the concrete jungle, right? And we're not wilderness experts, like so to say, at the level of the Vogel brothers. They were, I said, they're guides out there. You know what I mean? So, we're not that, but we still have some level of knowledge. Yeah. To share. I have never heard that sound in the woods for 12 years now in the Bridgewater Triangle. I've never heard that sound before. Never.
My husband is like an invaluable research partner in that respect. Like there's audio I'll get like this one night. I couldn't wait to show him in the morning. I'm like, what the heck is going on? I don't even know what it sounded like. I'm like, Randy, wait to hear this. He's like, Barb, that's raccoons fighting. I'm like, oh.
Yes.
That's all it is.
But that, that's the beautiful part about it. And all our podcasts that we have 4 podcasts on this network, and it is all live research happening. It's not just, you're sharing your story and we're thrilled to meet you, but we all want answers, right? Yes. And, you didn't come on here going, look this is Bigfoot. I have him in my house. He's having coffee and here's his DNA.
Right.
You didn't say that. That did not happen. So we're going to enjoy the research together. It's an interactive podcast. And that's the way I want it to be.
And again, this particular one, I thought through the house, I heard it with my ears laying in bed reading, and it sounded like this. But when I recorded it, it sounded like an owl to me. But then you listen to it back and it doesn't. That doesn't sound like an owl.
Yeah, I've never heard.
And it moves around a lot. You hear it moving. But I think that he is responding to whatever it is closer, making those like throaty noises.
I 100% believe that they're trying to get your attention.
Oh yeah,
I don't think they're worried about anything else around them. They could care less. They're like, where is Barb? I'm telling you. I have the same thing when in my our experiences are very similar. And when people talk, I looked right at the guy that came out and we heard them talk, 80 feet away, back and forth to each other. And then they did the chest knocks and all that. We were right there. And throughout the whole investigation, I kept saying, do you guys hear that moving? And they're like, no, guy, you must be the Bigfoot guy. And I'm like, I'm really not, bro. And I'm telling you. And then at the end of the investigation, we put all our stuff away. All the electronics went away. And boom, they started talking to each other. Yep. And we all heard it. And then I'm looking at him for answers because he's from that 4-letter word place. And I'm like, I don't talk about that. But I look at him, I go, well, because I was a novice. I was a homeowner. Well, tell me something. And he just was frozen. And he looks over at me and goes, I think they're here because of you. He goes, you respect
Okay.
them. He goes, I think they're here because of you, because you respect them. The way you go about it is you're very, because I'm waving the, hey guys, like, hey buddy.
That's what I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, hey.
So that's my point though, right? So I think, to me, it doesn't sound like there's any other attention they're trying to get. It doesn't sound like they're hunting or, anything. They're just out there at 1:30 in the morning. There's Bob's deck. There's that high frequency light up there. Let's talk to it. I don't know. That's just my opinion.
I agree.
Because they know you're going to respond. Because you're probably wearing your Chanel number 5 out there, and they're like, "Oh, Bob's coming out." Bob's like, "Hey guys, hey," And
yeah, they're like, every time she wears that Chanel, I think it's Wojo.
I can't afford Chanel. But no, it is. It's that respect. It's that, hey guys, like if I don't even know what I could be talking to nobody. That's okay. Who cares? Yeah, but that's exactly what I do.
Do you have any gift insights or anything?
I had a site that there is a spot that I started with apples. They didn't touch them.
Yep.
But then somebody said, no, you have to go to organic apples. So I got organic apples. They didn't touch them, but you have to go to organic Granny Smith apples, and they were gone. I know. Like I have these,
I'm not going to Whole Foods
the West Coast, the West Coast. Like, no, we only like organic Granny Smith.
I got some Trader Joe apples for you boys. Yeah.
Well, are they organic Granny Smith? Yeah.
Stop.
But the only other thing, and we put out some like good, actually cooked meat from Christmas, like. We didn't know what to do with it because there's so much of it. I'm like, let's just put it out, and we hung it like up in a bucket, which is what I do. I don't want just anything, and they didn't touch it. Now the one thing that I did gift them this is a cool story is you get the like 2-for-1 Italian bread, the big loaves at the grocery store.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So got one of those or got 2 of those. We had eaten one with dinner, and then they usually go stale like the next day. So I'm like, I'm going to take it out to the gifting area because I don't want to gift them a lot of food. I don't agree with that. Take it out, put it like in the crook of a tree. And I went out like the next day and it was gone. But, that doesn't prove that a Sasquatch took it. That could be anything. Right. A couple days later, and I really thought it was just gone. A couple days later, I went back in just because it's an active area and I like to go in. There's the bag from the bread, and it's folded in half, and it's at the foot of this tree, and it has a big rock on it, like holding it down. Really? Yeah. Well, that's freaking interesting. That was really cool. Yeah, that was. But like cool. I've left trinkets and toys, and they don't care about that shit. They don't mess with that. They don't touch it.
And we've done all that, and we still do it, and it's like nothing happens. They're like, just throw it out of the way and give me the peanut butter, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? I just want the peanut butter. We have 2 active gifting sites now. It's wild.
I think it's really important to start something when you go in, because that is how I started when we got this property out on the Olympic Peninsula. I went in like whole hog, and like I was like, hey, all right, here we go. But I was getting, I think, I don't know, that infrasound, whatever, that like, it just kind of debilitates you for a few hours. And I'm like, I don't know what this, but then I realized I'm not being respectful. I'm not coming into this area, introducing myself, offering gifts. Like I'm walking into their house, like, okay, let me take pictures. Let me do what right. And after that I started with just a couple things like some, flowers and introducing myself and leaving a couple pieces of fruit and whatever here and there. And then they started to show themselves.
Starbucks and Ugg boots. So Bryce does. Definitely put up high and stuff like, you could do all kinds of different tactics with it just to know it's them. And when I first started doing my first gifting area, it was wild because it was out there for days and no other animal touched it.
Yeah, isn't that weird too?
Yeah. I'm like, whoa, I still get creeped out over that crap. But I also think one theory, if I may share with everybody, seeing how we're all being researchers, one of the theories I have is a lot of people get hit with that infrasound. And if you notice it, and Wojo, if you remember, like you and Lisa was pretty new when she was standing in that circle. I think we had another new person there. I think they're just testing your sensitivity, man. I think it's important that they know you're going to understand subtleties. Yeah. I think they want to know that. And if they hit you with it and you react from it, then they know that they're headed in the right direction with you, because the flatline thinkers, as I call them, just won't get it. You know what I mean? So they know they just stay down. There goes the dummy. Yeah. No offense. See, I said no offense, so I can get away with anything. Magic. All right. Sorry.
Real quick, Levon. Levon says, do you place food in containers to make sure it's not other critters? Well,
no, I don't really do. It'll be like high up in this up like in this tree, in that tree, that gifting tree, and I'll take like this broom thing, and it's not. It has like one of the like a thing at the end, whatever they're called. I don't know. The clipper. It's like a like a claw at the end. Put it up there, and that's what I do. I don't do a lot of that. I just don't. I don't know.
Nice. Yeah, we go with peanut butter and they undo the jaw top. And
they
wash it out like it's been in a dishwasher, and it's pretty wild.
Yeah, that's the closest container we do.
Yeah,
I have a really good friend, Brian Barber. Have you ever heard of him? Because he had kind of a bad experience doing that. What was happening is he was going out to this area in Michigan and he was leaving the huge peanut butter, like Costco or Sam's Club peanut butter. He was leaving them around, and that's what they were doing. They're cleaning them out, and he's getting all kinds of cool evidence. But then I think he either had an accident or an illness, and he couldn't go out for about 6 weeks. Mm-hmm. Well, whatever was out there, they were getting like ticked off. They start throwing like peanut butter jars like at the neighbors' houses.
Really?
Yes. Wow. And then I guess he would, I don't want to misspeak, but then somebody contacted him about like, are you leaving these peanut butter jars out here? And then I feel like it was either Fish and Game or Park Service said, hey, you got to stop that because all the neighbors are complaining because the stuff's ending up back in their yards, like that live around. So.
Yeah. And I'm with Gianni on this one, by the way. I'm with you, Paisan.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you say?
He ain't gifted no Italian bread. His name's Gianni.
It was actually French bread, if it makes you feel any better.
Yeah. That's fine. Yeah.
Yep.
And remember, if it wasn't for us, French bread would be German bread. Okay. Anyways, sorry, too soon. That's like I have friends down south, and I'm like, relax. I just came down here to see what I won. That didn't go over well. All right. So, anyways, back to you. That's right, Jim. Back to you, Bob. All right. Let's see. We've done feathers. Yep, we've done feathers. I got them over there, and it took a long time, but eventually they got into something's mouth. That was interesting. They're hanging up right over there, and they're all ridged. Have you noticed that? Those feathers the other day, Wojo, were the same as those feathers your brother left over at the gifting chair.
Yeah.
Like they just go. Yeah, I think they use it for the peanut butter too.
I think so too, because you see.
What's up, nation?
The smear marks, and you can smell it on the. On the feather.
Yep. All right, I got to get back to this. Sorry, I could just do this for day. I forgot we had an audience. Never mind. All right, here we go.
Hey, Mike Nation.
Buckle up, Mike Nation. I looped it. I'm going to jump by that guy. Sorry. No offense. Too soon?
The world's slowest bug.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That guy's stoned out of his mind. Hey, man.
Hey, check out that bug.
I'm flying, man. Sorry. Little do they know I'm a caterpillar. All right, here we go. Right there. I'm hearing it in the background. Do you hear that water flowing?
Yeah.
That could be part of the Puget Sound, though, too.
Oh, you're that close?
Yeah. I mean, we're cliffside, but see, that gives you an idea how well this camera, this, it does pick up. That would be, the mic range, what somebody asked before.
Yeah, and rocks are a good idea. We use rocks a lot, MS, a lot, and they've told a lot of stories. They've ended up far away from the gifting chair, sitting on a zinger wrapper and things like that. So yeah, you can see when they move. And Wojo uses a whole communication thing with golf balls and rocks. And
yeah,
rocks are important, man.
And Richie put out a crystal rock that's still missing.
Yeah, I don't know what that rock is. That represented Jack. Red Ribbon Place, New York. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I just don't get owl out of that. That's just me, though, I guess. I mean, other people too, but I'm just talking for myself. Is what I mean.
Yeah, I agree.
I think we've done seashells, right, Woj?
Yeah.
Yeah. I suspect that young one's it could, yeah.
But not the conch opal. I know those are, and I like that idea about the. I want to look into that. And JJ wrote, I suspect the young ones like those reflective oil balloons. And Rich, we've been seeing a lot of those.
Oh, we find them all over.
All over.
Yeah, we find them all over. You want me to save the one with the yellow writing on it for last?
It doesn't matter. I don't know. I'm not sure which one. I'm not sure which one that. Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I don't care. You knew whatever it doesn't matter.
Stop yelling at me, Bob.
Oh wow.
She's coming.
You're sensitive too.
She's a cancer. Aggressive.
Well, Bob, just to have you know, it's 8:38, and we received 1,000 messages today. So congratulations.
Yeah, 1,000 messages.
Oh,
That's right.
you.
That's amazing.
Oh,
I think the record's 1168 on Saturday.
wow, thank you.
Yep. I don't know how Wojo counts them. It must be his Samsung.
It shows up right here. I just can't stop.
Just be quiet. Why are you always yelling at everybody? All right, here we go. Moving on to the next
You're
one.
being yelled at.
I don't know what you're talking about. This one is audio. Sorry, everybody. Wojo's got to go. He's tired.
No.
Well, where is this located? Is that because it looks like it's recorded differently, or maybe you brought it?
No,
over?
this was one. It may have been. I had either JJ Messenger was helping me with some of the audio, and then there was also Chris Hensley. So when it's saying April 3rd, I'm not sure what year it would depend on, but it's probably one of those. And then they sent the file back to me.
Gotcha.
So, but I'm ssure I got it on one of the cameras.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like it's the same type of quality, just a little cleaned up.
Yeah, and this one you can hear, you can hear some vocals like in the beginning of this. It's almost like a higher pitch, whether it's a female or juveniles or whatever.
Yeah, we have a lot of this stuff right here.
That's the guy. That's the I call him the clan elder. He's just.
That's not Kurt, or is it Kurt?
No, Kurt's the other one that has the
Yeah, we have a Kurt too. He reminds us of Bigfoot as well.
Yeah, no, this clan elder, man, I just love when because you can literally hear like his, the lungs, the breath, it's just, he's the one with I think what you said, like save it till the end, but I don't care when you play, we can anytime.
She goes yelling at me again.
Watch out, she'll be drunk.
I'm just
I feel like you're one of my kids. Don't yell at me, Mom. I'll show you yelling.
I'm just I give you something to cry about.
Yeah. Wait, let me get out the wooden spoon.
I'm Italian. I'm Italian. I know what that is.
But I never even touched my kids with the wooden spoon.
You didn't have to.
You're so scared, right?
Yeah. Oh my God. My mother used to put us in the corners and make us do what we called Oompa Loompas. So we'd have to stand in the corner, and then she'd say, "Oh, are your legs tired?" And then we go, "Oh no." And she'd go, "All right, go." And then we'd have to put our hands out and squats.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and it reminded me of Chocolate Factory. Oompa loompa, oompa dee doo. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
That's why I had like 28 and a half inch legs by the time I was in high school. Yeah, I love you, Mama. All right, she's an old Ginzo woman. She was a prize, man. All right, here we go. I love this stuff. I love that, man. I wonder what's going on there, though. I mean, it seems like it's like focused on something, you know, like it's just, you know, when you get caught up, you're like, you're breathing, or you're working on your car or something, you're hanging over the hood, whatever. But yeah, boogeyman stuff, but that's guttural, man.
Reading the sports page that he lost his head.
Yeah, stop yelling, Wojo. Here's another one here.
This is hurt.
What? What the hell?
I like that.
Wow. Oh. Wait. That's two different ones, ain't it?
Yeah.
But it's not on a. I mean, I'm starting it over, but it's not a loop.
Right
That's-
there.
Yep.
Yeah.
He says it
Yeah,
twice.
but it's different. It's not the same one.
Mm-hmm.
That middle one is what I'm watching. And then it goes. You can even tell the different. It's one right before it, the little light areas. Watch. Right there.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Yeah.
it's lower.
Yeah.
That is cool
Plus
as hell.
the
Tell
the other one went on.
where did you get this?
This was on a handheld recorder that I had left out overnight, and it was supposed to record for 10 hours and it shut off after 5. I got a lot of cool like movement, you know, it sounded like you could hear them walking around. A couple of, this is the best like vocal, you know, I didn't really have any vocalization. I mean, a lot of that like throaty, you know, that whisper talk stuff, but nothing. This was like, oh my gosh. And it's like he knew he knew a phrase or whatever, you know, because he repeats it twice, but it's a little different, you know.
Yeah.
And that's what I thought he was yelling, Joanne. But no, then when I slowed it down, it's like, no, there's many more like syllables, I guess you'd say, in it.
Yeah, there's. I bet. I know what you're saying. There's probably a lot of you're like kind of levels because I mean, think of how long that is on that.
Yeah.
If you look at it,
Yes.
that's not. That's,
Yeah.
Humans can't do that. That's like,
And
that's
right.
wild.
And he has that like yodel almost at the end, which is where I was like, oh, that sounds like Kurt Cobain, some of his songs.
Yeah, little alto there.
Yeah, like, ooh, yeah.
Ooh.
It sounds like he's putting time out and he's just like having a tantrum.
Yeah. I thought that like a teenager, like I'm really mad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's different. That's and I'm sorry, and this was still in the same place?
Yes, it's at our house. But it's not on that deck. It's like we have a front porch that I don't have a camera that is normally
right. Gotcha.
There, and but it's essentially it's like the back and the front. It's the front.
Yeah, no, I can picture it kind of Washington style, West Coast style. So you're buried amongst the trees and all that. So it's all the same thing. So I'm trying to think. Is there any pathways out there or anything like that? Like, not that they need them. I'm just wondering. Like, do you have say if you go out for a walk, can you just jump right off your property and land on a game trail and walk it for half a mile? Or something?
Yeah, but it's like not. There's so much that there's not really game trails. Gotcha. You know what I mean? Like there's so much acres and acres and acres. Now on our property, we have some gravel paths, so I'll hear them walking along that. But again, they're within this perimeter of the cameras, and I don't really, I mean, I don't see movement. There's our front camera that I said has a different view though. I feel like I can see things sitting there and I can see things moving and like up in the trees, but that's not like, oh, this is definitely, you show that to people. They're like, yeah, that's just blurry. That I don't think that's what that is, even though, every night it'll look different.
Yeah. And I always try to, I always try to put a couple of pieces of evidence together in the same incident, right? Like, something breaks, you hear a vocal, you know what I mean? And you can put them together in a sense, right? Yeah. Tim Vogel says, tell Bob I know a guy who can help with the sound identification.
Okay. All right.
So Tim Vogel's a good dude to know. I don't know if you know the Vogels, but
no, I know of them.
Yeah, you should the great dudes, great resources, a great resource, not gatekeepers. They love the subject. They love to watch the subject grow, and they've helped us take over the New England area completely.
Awesome.
Winning. Sorry.
Hey, Barb, do you find like any lights in the woods?
I saw that already.
I have seen them and I have caught those on video on my cameras, particularly this front end one that we have.
Sorry.
That's okay. That was one of my, Yeah,
no, my bad.
No, that's okay.
So have you caught just like orb lights or anything? I mean,
yes. Orb and that'll be, they'll just fly right at the camera. But then also almost like blinking lights when there's no source. There's not a source.
Right, like a self-illuminating eye kind of flipping that. Yeah.
And my daughter, actually, she's the first one. Now I can't say that this is Sasquatch. But she is the first one that saw something along this tree line. So she came home from work a couple years ago, really late at night. She was a server or a hostess, in a restaurant. Came home and she had a bad night at work. And so she comes in the door and she's like crying and she's like, Mom, my night was so bad. And there's something standing in the woods, and it's looking at me. I'm like, honey, what do you mean? It's like looking at you. It's dark out. She said it was like these big blue, it looked kind of like headlights, but it was more like slit. It wasn't perfectly round, more like elongated. And then I said, well, how do you know it was eyes? And she said, well, it was blinking. And I'm like, whoa, I don't know what that is. Now, later, a couple years later, it's like, oh, that probably was a Sasquatch. But I've not seen that, and nobody's seen that since, anything like that.
Wow. That's awesome. All right. Now, this one I'm definitely curious about because this fella sounds a little bit excited, we'll say.
Yeah. I know what that is.
Sounds familiar. Ooh.
Bob, what time was this recording?
I'm not positive. Well, I can tell you that I'm sure it was between like midnight and 4 in the morning. I'm not sure. I have to, I have to find it, and I could tell you, but it'd take a little bit, I'm not sure with this one though, because I don't have it. That's why I do like to put it in right on the, in the very beginning, so which annoys people, but I'm like, but it helps me. So I'm not sure.
You're probably getting the sounds at the same times pretty much all the time.
Yes, definitely.
I've listened to all our recordings and it's just all the time. 2:30 is peak.
Yeah.
For us, 2:30 is peak. Anywhere definitely between 1. It's almost like they show up around 1 and then it gets rowdy around like an hour and a half later. So like they're looking. You can hear them move up. You can hear a couple little vocalizations, maybe like, oh, I don't see nothing. Is the peanut butter there? Yeah, the peanut butter's there. How about the zingers? I got the zingers this time. And then they just go quiet for an hour.
Take care, MS.
And you think they're gone. MS, thank you so much, man. Thank you for participating tonight. Appreciate that, brother. Be safe out there. All right, here we go. This has got more than 1 in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I believe that's what I'm hearing is more.
So like at least 2.
Yeah, I definitely got 2.
Mm-hmm.
It's on loop, so.
I don't hear it. Can you guys hear it? I can't hear it.
Yeah, it's on. It's playing.
Oh, is the audience hearing it? I'm not hearing it.
It's quiet. There's nothing. Is there at the end of the recording? Is it blank? I'm
not sure what this. Is this that same one that you were just playing?
Yeah, it's this one.
It could be.
I think towards the end, it's just my.
It could be. It could be just. Okay.
Love that right there. Oh, whoa, did you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He let out.
Yeah.
Right there. Dude, that's almost the same sound. Right there.
Yep.
You hear it? Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the same sound, bro. He goes.
Yeah.
He lets out.
And that and throat noise too. That.
Yeah. This ain't no sound.
That's a second one, and I think that was mimicking lessons. Honestly.
Really?
Because I can hear them. They'll mimic things. Whether it's love to do like the geese or ducks that are on the that are on the Puget Sound, or even dogs. I've heard them. They start out it sounds good. It's like, oh, that's just a dog, or that's just a duck, or
right.
Even with the owls, and then it degrades into that like you're like, that's not a duck.
Yeah.
That's not, and that's what
we do that a lot. We're like, yeah, no, that's not it.
Yeah.
I've been in whistling matches with them and caught them spitting.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I do it all the time. I'm just an idiot. They love it. They're like, oh, there he goes again. I got $5 on the human. Yeah. I don't think Ned's gonna beat this one. Nope. Sure enough, you'll lose, Ned. All right, there we go. Sorry. Everybody can hear it, right? Okay, sounds fine. Okay, maybe it was just the end, like you were hearing.
It's probably just really quiet.
Yep. I'm gonna go through. I just want to go through it one more time because then we're gonna go to what I like in the end by your deck. But it's pretty wild, man. You got some wild stuff going on. I'd be out there camping under that porch every night. I'd have steak tied to my neck.
You might as well get married out there, Rich.
So what? I might as well wear my Chanel number 5.
She promotes weddings out there now.
Apparently.
Yeah. Big rocks being moved. And
Oh, beautiful. What a beautiful wedding. Love that. Oh, there it goes again. Love that stuff. I absolutely love that stuff because the secondary stuff is the mechanical part of this. It's what builds up or comes down from doing that loud sound that we all pay attention to. But the subtleties of it is they are building up to it. So do you know this particular? Are you familiar with this particular subject?
You mean these two? No, I
Not sure
don't.
which ones these
No,
are.
I'm not, because there's like a lot of like, I hate this is terrible, but like random males. I know names that I've kind of been, like given, I guess it's mind speak, I guess, because like these names like pop into your head.
Yeah,
Like, where did I get that?
Oh yeah, I've had it. Yeah.
Like the perfect like example was like Oscar, and I'm like, oh, and I like heard it.
Yeah.
And then and then I'm thinking, oh, Oscar, like Oscar Mayer, OSCAR. Then the word OSKAR like flashes in my head. I'm like, oh, okay, sorry, that's how you spell it.
Yeah, being on the West Coast, that would be it.
Yeah.
It would.
BOLOGNA.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So, but there's an Oscar. What's the other one? Like, well, then Kurt, but he's very, the clan elder, I think his name is, I think he's Mont, because that was another situation. That was my
Crazy.
first like episode of like, I guess, mind speak, but it was like, I saw this MONT flash in front of my, in my head, just out of the blue, you're not thinking it. It just comes in your head. I don't know.
Yeah, I've been working, getting better at being a medium. So I'm kind of like learning all these things, all these years I've been right. I just didn't know it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was just like, oh, okay, that was doing it right or whatever. Same thing. And then one time we were out in the woods and I did that whole tree hugging meditation thing and try to connect. And I was asking them to keep the dogs quiet because they do this mimicking of a pack of dogs and they try to drag us out of the woods, and you go 50 yards, but the dogs are still 50 yards, and you go 50 yards and you're still 50 yards, but you were a mile away from dogs in the first place. There should be no dogs out there. And they weren't coyotes. They sounded like domestic wild dogs, which we do not have. So anyways, absolutely nuts. So I was talking to him about that. I was trying to connect, like, just trying it. And then also all I got flashed in my brain was, he just says, I control the animals. And it was flat, smooth, just like that. I control the animals. Just matter of fact. And then, like I said, it was Tyler was there. We talked about it a couple of weeks ago on the show, and sure enough, the dog stopped. And Tyler was like, "Dude, the dog stopped." You know what I mean? And it was just crazy. And then, of course, they started back up. It was just kind of like a show of power, I guess.
They control it, and that's it. Matter of fact, he controls the dogs. Period. That's it.
Yeah, oh, Boom Squad merch. Okay, I see what's happening. Get the hell out of my merch store, Sam. We're on a show. No, I know everybody participates. Jessica must be in there playing stuff. See, Jessica waits for quotes in the other room and then puts them on shirts. So that's probably what happened.
Because I mentioned Boom Squad. Yeah.
There it is. Done.
Yes.
It's over. Doesn't matter.
What is also interesting too, Rich, is to tell Bob, was one day we were at the gifting chair and we're about to leave until Richie saw a hunter or another person like that was like really right nearby the gifting chair, and we waited and we were kind of like trapped because we don't want to like give up the place, we're wearing blaze orange. This is still during hunting season, and what was amazing is that there is a river which we call the Farley. That's about hundreds of yards away, and you could hear them acting like coyotes again. Doing all that stuff. And you can see the hunter just kind of like looking in that direction, like, what the hell is that? And we believe that it was drawing them away from us.
Yep.
Could be.
Yeah.
And we snuck out the back way. Oh, yeah, because we walked towards those sounds.
Yep.
And they continued to make those sounds.
Yep.
Definitely.
So cool. Yep.
That's very cool.
They were protecting us. So get over to the merch store because there was a new hot item just made off of this show, a comment or quote that was made. Go check it out. I'm sure there's shirts, hoodies, hats, everything's already in there done. So get over there. Also, I would be holding a little spinny of the wheel raffle coming up in the next 2 weeks. I'm going to start it this coming week. It's going to be $5 a raffle ticket. I'm going to limit it at 5 a piece so money doesn't win. So $25 max. And then you get your name on the little spinny wheel. And then in 2 weeks, we're going to spin that wheel, and you get a $100 gift certificate to the merch store. That's pretty badass.
Cool.
So I wanted to give some stuff away in a sense, but everybody kind of participate and it helps the research and everybody, because just taking money is one thing for donations, but I'd rather see you out there get something back. You know what I mean? It just makes me feel a lot better about it. So $5 a ticket, $5 for your name. Each time you spend the $5, you get your name put on it at a max of 5. Just so somebody doesn't come in and say, "Oh, I'm going to buy 300 or 200 or 100."
Yeah.
I don't want that. I just want everybody to kind of have equal playing field. So if somebody can only afford one, like myself, which I cannot participate, then it's $5 versus 25. So it's 1 out of 5, right? So it makes it a little bit more fair that way. So
it helps the research.
Yeah, it absolutely helps the research.
Oh yeah.
I didn't realize how much I would need help with the research until we got this deep into it. So here we go. This is the grand finale. You'll hear Bob's beautiful narration voice. Everybody, this is Bob Hartman. And here we go.
As you listen to this, please remember.
Told ya.
This is not a bear who would be seen on the camera, horse. There are none in the area this close. Same with the pig, none in the area this close. It's not a wild boar. We don't have these in Washington State. This is a large male Sasquatch. I have heard him many times. Listen to his lung power.
Extra. Love it. I'm almost certain I hear a footstep come down.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
Sounds like King Kong looking for Jane.
This is not a bear who would be seen on the camera, horse.
You have to do some voiceovers for us, Wojo.
Okay. None in the area this close. It's not a wild boar. We don't have these in
the
Washington
footstep,
State.
everybody.
This is a large male Sasquatch.
We have it on
I've heard him many times.
recording as well. You
Listen
can
to
hear
his
that
lung
padded weight. Hear that? Boom. Right there, dude. That's crazy foot. Right there.
Right there.
That's badass.
I love it.
Don't you love it? You got the same sound on. I'm recording. Right there. Yeah, that's a foot. What's he doing? Thank you, Sonny. You're a gift. Yeah, backwards, see? Well, you keep an eye on them. Right? There's all kinds of other movement in this. You could dissect that one for a
and
while.
You can hear in the background, like way far, like,
listen to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can. That's right.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah, there's There's so much more going on in here, and it seems like it's in layers for some reason. Do you have a dog at your house?
Yeah, we do.
All right. Is there a water bowl underneath the stairs?
No.
Is there
Our
any-
dog is terrified to go outside.
Is there any water, like a bucket of water or anything?
Other than you might be hearing water from the Puget Sound.
No, I know that. I'm just
okay. There's nothing.
That's just weird.
Yeah. I do hear weird. There's weird, and lately it's gotten even it's gotten worse. I mean, better in terms of like catching weird audio.
I love it. I'd be out there every freaking night, every night.
Oh my god!
Every night.
This was I got it March. I think the 4th, I believe, of so earlier this month, and I had not heard him. I that's the clan elder, and I call him Mont. I had not heard him for probably 6 months, and I was like, oh my gosh, I hope he's not like gone for good, Now I was out here listening to it on our house on the Olympic Peninsula, and I swear though, if I would have been home, I think I would have went running out and been like, Mont, because I was so excited to hear from him. And I got a bunch of recordings this night, and I'm just almost through. I'm going to release it pretty soon. He basically walks up to the camera and does that, because later on, I think it's like a half an hour after this, he walks back up and is just grunting and, making, I think he's, potentially just saying, hey, I'm here. I don't know. Like, I'm not sure why he would be walking up and leaving and coming back and doing that and then just leaves. I don't know.
I think like you keep an eye on him. He's keeping an eye on you. I mean, he's just, plus he's in charge of checking out the area and make sure, because whatever's going on, it seems like there's some kind of a passageway out there. Maybe for some kind of fishery or whatever it might be.
Oh yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where they're getting their food and coming back around. It just seems like, somebody's kind of guarding that edge of the trail with the watcher. Everybody takes turn being the watcher, and the other ones are in the background. And it sounds like, maybe that yell in the background is out by the beach, and and they got their fish, and dude yell, and Mont is like, all right, we're good, man. Let's roll through, man. Ain't nothing out here. You got to think of it like that in a sense, and try to think like the indigenous people, and that's the one thing like Tom Seward has out there, that you watch that they have that pecking order. They all have jobs. Those are the things that you can learn so much from the indigenous folks, is that they understand that, and they almost, bounce that off each other, being a Sasquatch and indigenous. So, all right, so I'm going to run through this one more time, and then we're going to wrap things up. It's been a long time. We don't want to keep you forever, and you're probably getting tired of...
No, it's only 6 o'clock here. I could talk.
Yeah, Wojo just keeps yelling. It's ridiculous.
This is a large
embarrassing. Sorry about that.
I've heard him many times. Listen to
Chanel number 5. Good night, Lavon.
Good night, Lavon.
Good night.
Good night, Lavon. Oh, love that. You hear that talking right there?
Yeah.
Can you hear that talking right there?
Yep.
1:10 a.m. here. Yeah, it's early for you. Yeah, Damien. It's only on his 30th Red Bull. It's too early for him. Watch. Right there. Oh. Right there. Abijah. Right there. It's whispering us stuff. Yeah, voice. Yeah, voice. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you got to get that analyzed by a linguist.
That, whoa.
Yeah, that yell.
Yeah.
Another one. Yep.
I just moved back. Yeah.
Still yelling.
Amazing. Amazing. Wow. Yeah, that's amazing stuff right there. Unbelievable. Bravo to you, and what a what a blessing. You have been
Yes, that's
you
for
have
sure.
been chosen, my girl. Wow.
It's like I had to come to terms with it because like you think about that there's these massive, creatures living around you and they've never been aggressive whatsoever.
Nah.
Never. But what if they all of a sudden decide, I don't know, they hate me and then I'm done for. But so I had to come to like, that was overwhelming, but now, then eventually now I feel so blessed because there's a lot of, like you were saying, there's a lot of like research techniques that I can use, every day and
Every day.
yeah. So,
And that's like us. We have the advantage that,
yeah.
I mean, my research area was in my backyard. I have a house, 10 minutes away from that house, but I'm right in the middle. The research area is right in the middle of the two houses.
Great.
And
Yeah.
so we're like, I can drive there within 7 minutes. It's less than, it's 4 miles, and it only takes that long because it's stupid route I got to cross. But anyway, get me started. No, I'm just kidding. I'll have Jessica come in and start yelling for no reason. But yeah, it's right there. It's right there. And we have an advantage that we don't have to go far. Other guys are driving 2, 3, 4 hours. Ladies, they're driving far away.
Yes.
We don't have to do that. It's amazing. What a gift. And you right there in your backyard. I mean, literally coming up to, and I'm sure if I had been more cognizant of what was happening back then too, I was just getting there I had the gift and stump. I was receiving gifts. I was giving gifts. I was coming out, and it sounds dumb to people, and they talk about this knock. I would go bang on a tree, and then within 10 minutes, I'd get a bang back if they were there. If I didn't get a bang back within 10 minutes, I knew they weren't there.
Yeah.
And that, crazy as that sounds, that was the facts. I don't care. If I got that knock within moments, I could start hearing that crunch in that bipedal pad walking. That's the way it was. So I can imagine now you have such a gift now that you can just grab them anytime, and they'll protect you. They're not out to harm you.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so either. Yeah. So, but I am boots on the ground too because I love to go.
Oh,
I love to go out. I'm much more careful back home though. There is an area that I know is extremely active. They live there because I saw people were talking about like maybe it's a password. No, they live there. I think that the adults might at times go off and whatever migrate, maybe not really migrate, go off for food sources, but there's a really a 24/7 365 days a week a year food supply for them. There's all kinds of things, particularly with the Puget Sound being there, so you don't really need to go unless there's something else, another reason.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer in nomadic and not migrational. Even with some land, if you want to consider 50 miles of migration, that's fine. I don't see them. We're in New England. They're going to go up north to get away from the snow. Oh, wait, there's sun there too. You know what I mean? Are they going to put themselves in danger of being seen or have to get used to the new terrain because all the weather took down these trees and now they're not familiar with the place? They're not going to do that.
Yeah.
They're not going to do that.
Tom Cantrell, he told me that they are not territorial. So people will say, oh, it's territorial. They're only territorial if you're coming in and I think putting their family at risk. That's when you're going to find they're just protective. If you are coming in and causing a lot of disruption to them, they're just going to leave. They're not going to, why would they risk revealing themselves by coming in and being aggressive and harming people and, and all that. They'll just leave. So, I try to be super, respectful of them.
I agree with that.
Because you're by the water and, I don't know how far the nearest houses are with your neighbors and stuff like that. pretty spaced out. I'm assuming.
Our closest neighbor to the one side, because our house is like wide, much more wide than it is deep. They're about maybe 50, 75 feet away. That's it. But then that's the only neighbor for a while.
It's interesting because with all this like hunting and everything, I'm surprised no one doesn't wake up and like, what the heck? But the moon. You get plenty of moonshine.
Yeah.
Moonlight.
Moonshine.
Mm-hmm.
What? Andy's
No,
over?
no.
No,
Okay. We're not. Yeah. Anyway, sure. No.
the reason why I ask is like, again, I'm just thinking energy. I'm just thinking that, I like to like hang up by the water and just overlook, the moon, whatever. But it just seems like there's a lot of energy going on. And I feel like they don't probably get enough of that, the light out in the woods. But yeah. I just find it fascinating. But
and I'll tell you, I mean, I'm a person that's affected, by the full moon. Like I don't sleep for days around the full moon.
Mess me right up.
But I do think that they gain energy, and and it really affects the tides. It is amazing how dramatic.
Oh, I bet over there.
The full moon is on the tides. It's just wow.
Yeah, I bet
wow.
over there.
Bob, where can everyone find you?
I am on YouTube. It's No Drama Bigfoot. You could search Barb Hartman or, just No Drama Bigfoot. I have, I'd say, like my best evidence on there. And I have a Facebook page. It's No Drama Bigfoot and Cryptids. So, but I really would like to have people like check out what I have on my YouTube, because there's really cool stuff.
Yeah.
So
you do.
I try to make it fun. I'm not the because I get so bored so easily. I don't want to watch a video of someone trudging through the woods, for 18, 20, 30 minutes, just trudging. So I try to, add a little bit of stuff in there, but.
Yep. Yeah, I get the same way when we're out there. We're like, oh my God, it's quiet. And then we have so many structures. We can discuss structures. I love talking structures, tree manipulations, things like that, why they would do it, what this means, stuff like that. So, but it's a pleasure sitting with you. That's
it's been great, guys. Anytime.
Love it. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for being on here. And I hope everyone, guys, like and subscribe to No Drama Bigfoot with Hartman, and definitely check out our videos. There's a lot more. Believe me, there's a lot more. Especially walking through the woods and everything, and you will see them out there.
Yeah.
Very up close and personal. Believe it or not, I'm fascinated. But again, I want to say thank you for being on here. If you want, just hang on in the back room with us. And for everybody out there, thank you for being on here for such a beautiful night. And I'd like to say that don't be lazy. Always serve the Lord enthusiastically. That means take care of your neighbors, love each other, and no crapping on each other. Rich?
That. Hey, what's up, everybody? Yeah, follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and of course YouTube and X. By the way, we've been streaming live to X tonight as well, and always going forward, we will be there as well. So please get over there and follow me on that. Check that out. Let's see. Thursday we will be in the woods live, so make sure you hit that notify button right here on this YouTube channel, man. Hit that notify button. Me and Wojo are going to go back to, we got to start naming the gifting sites because my head's spinning already.
Yeah,
I'm going to go to gifting site number 359659er. Anyways, hit the notify button. Check it out, man. This Friday night, Sam's Pretty Paranormal podcast, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Saturday night, I will be back. There is no 6-year-old underwear in my toilet this week. So. So we're good so far. It is only Tuesday. Stay tuned. All right. Last week, I basically sent a picture of a toilet detached from the ground. But anyway, sorry I had to cancel. I had to get the underwear out of there because it's the only bathroom we got. So anyways, moving on. That's enough about me. Let's talk about you. So be back 6 p.m. Eastern time. We're going back to the origins of Bigfoot still. The part of the subject is giants. So I've been researching some different giants I didn't quite hear about, and I didn't know they were actually documented so well in South America. We'll see you then. And Sunday night, 6 p.m. Eastern time, Ghost Cats Encrypted with your host, the legend of Maine, Gene Tewksbury, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you check out her show on the Banter Richie B Podcast Network. I want to say I love you, baby Jack. I love you, Mama. I see you, Ella. Wojo. Oh, are we still?
Yeah.
We are? Oh, I didn't know we were still. Look at that.
Oh.
See him? Look
Still?
at that.
Yes, that's right. We are still home of the boom. See you all next time.
I get you with that, dude. That's my. Have you noticed that's my new thing? How I get you to freeze you up? You go like this.
No, because I was hearing something like I don't know what I was hearing.
No, I do it in the middle of a flowing sentence, so you're like ready to answer the question, and then you're like, I'm just messing, everybody. Thank you, everybody on the side. You guys rock. This has been the Home of the Boom. Wojo is your host, and I am your co-host and producer, by the way, I might add. Bob Hartman, thank you for being here. We appreciate you, everybody. Keep climbing. Have a good night.